Hey, good morning. Shawn Wright with Century 21 Wright Realty, and I'm beside Brad Fowler, also with Century 21 Wright Realty. We're both realtors. We'll be glad to take care of your housing needs, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're going to try to start doing a weekly Facebook show. This one's going to be the first one. We're going to video it on video instead of live recording. Practice up until we feel confident that we can go live. So, and then we're going to try to go for more than that too. But right now, just every Monday, tune in to us. We'll be glad to talk to you. And since our names are Brad and Shawn, I think it's good to call this show the BS Show. How about you, Brad?
Perfect fit.
We're not going to talk about just real estate. We're going to talk about local events. We're going to talk about sports, obviously. We're going to talk about things going on in the world. I think we got some stuff to segue into off of sports today. So I think that's where we're going to go. So when you see these videos, if they're live or if you see one, comment back. We'll be glad to answer the questions. If you want to ask us a question for the next week's video, just do it on the video. We'll be glad to hit you up. So Brad, where do you want to start?
Football is always a good place to start.
So you're a Raiders fan. So
Raiders all the way.
How are you doing?
Well, so we'll find out tonight. Game 1 tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, that Packers game, how about Aaron Rodgers?
That was good. I thought he was down for the count, but can't ever count him out.
But how about the Browns? I think that needs to be the topic of the day when we're talking about the NFL football. How about the Browns?
The Browns. Best start since 2004. Broke a losing streak by not winning a game.
How Browns is just that?
Complete Cleveland Browns.
I tell you what, there's a lot of people not even watching football right now. All the kneeling and stuff like that. How calculated of a risk, to segue into the Nike thing, how calculated of a risk do you think this Nike thing is with Colin Kaepernick?
I mean, they're not going to release a commercial that has not been, study group, tested over and over and over. So I think it was very calculated. The outcome may not be exactly as predicted, but it probably will end up being what they intended for it to be.
Well, I read a report yesterday that sales were up 30-something% since this. They took a nosedive in stocks, and now their sales are up.
Right.
I mean, companies that big, they know what their target market is, and they were just going after their target market. So I don't think they're really in that bad of shape. They knew the response they were going to get before they did it. And if you really watch the commercial's not a bad commercial.
Right. No doubt.
They just picked the wrong guy to be on the front of it, probably.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of Nike myself. I always have been. I don't plan to quit buying Nikes. I buy maybe one pair of shoes per year as it is. So whether I buy them or not, they're not going to notice.
I'll tell you what, the funniest thing about this whole Nike thing is all these memes on Facebook.
There's been some good ones.
There's been some really good ones. I don't know how. I don't care about the protest or non-protest about Nike at all, one way or the other. I mean, if I like Nike shoes, I'm going to wear them. I mean,
exactly.
If you're going to protest over a company about not doing something politically you like, every single company you can probably protest.
No doubt.
So it's just a matter of what you want to listen to or what you don't want to listen to. So if you want to wear your Air Jordans, wear them, and if you don't, don't. But
back to the football thing, I noticed we didn't talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Who,
we're not talking about the Atlanta Falcons.
Us along with everyone else.
Yeah, that's we're in for another long season if we can't figure out how to use all of our weapons in the red zone. I mean, when you have Julio Jones and now you have Ridley also on the outsides, you got Matt Ryan as a quarterback and you got Devontae Freeman as a running back. How do you not score? I mean, they get inside the 20 and they figure out how not to score at all.
What about the longest game in history?
Longest game in history. If you're a Titans fan right now, man, I pray for you. How do you lose that much offensive firepower yesterday? 7-hour game, longest game in history. What do they have to look forward to for the season?
The end of the season.
End of the season.
Yeah.
They really got to look at getting a quarter. Mariota is not an NFL quarterback. I've said it since he was drafted. He's not the guy to take the Titans to the next level. They've got to get a quarterback that can read defenses, that can take the ball up the field and stay healthy. And he's proven time and time again he can't take a hit. So I think John Robinson with the Titans GM, I think he needs to really be analyzing quarterbacks right now because I have a feeling he's going to be drafted one in just a couple months.
Probably so. No doubt.
So what else do we want to talk about? You want to talk about figure skating at all? Our soccer complexes?
No, I haven't heard anything about any soccer complexes.
I'll tell you what, soccer complexes are getting rammed down Middle Tennesseans' throats right now, whether it's Nashville or Murfreesboro. whether you like soccer or not, just get ready. You're about to get one.
It's going to happen.
The local governments do not listen to the people. They want soccer complexes. The people do not, and our taxpayers are going to have to pay for them. So that's my deal with soccer complexes. Whether you like soccer or not, it really doesn't matter. It's not the government's job to provide soccer to people. So,
Good point.
we've been in business a long time as T-Wright Properties, and in the past month we've had a conversion, or we've converted, and our sales company's converted to Century 21 Wright Realty. We took the chance to go after a franchise that's got international appeal. It's the #1 most recognizable name in all of real estate worldwide, and we mutually came together recruiting each other and said this is a great fit for all of us, because Century 21 and our philosophies independently were about taking care of the customer, not being transactional, but being relationship management. Is that correct, Brad?
Very much so.
And so it was kind of a perfect fit for us, because we want to be relentless, we want to be effective, and we want to take care of our customers to the top notch. It's not about how many houses you can sell or how much money you make. It's about how the customer's taken care of. So this was a perfect blend, and the new rebranding, they've won Inman Rewards, JD Power Awards, all on the new rebranding and the customer service effectiveness on Century 21. So it's a great thing for us to be able to announce, hey, we're Century 21 Wright Realty, and we want to be your relentless agents to take care of your housing needs and your housing dreams, whether that be buying or selling, moving out of state, moving out of country. We're there to take care of you.
100%. All the way.
And that's no.
Yeah, and that's no BS,
You catch
because
right.
this is the BS show. And
But sometimes on this show you get no BS.
yeah.
Right?
Well, how about college football? You want to talk college football for a minute?
Sure.
Yeah, let's talk college football. So
UT had a crushing win.
UT's crushing win
Against what high
against
school
a
was it?
high school or a school for the blind or whoever it was.
But it was a win, though.
But it was a win. But I want to say this as a UT fan. We finally have a coach that's not scared not to put his foot down and keep the foot on the throat the whole time and take somebody out. For the past 10 or so years, it's been playing down to competition, not up to competition. So that's a nice change. I still think we're in for a long season this year, but next year, the year after that, as Pruitt gets his players in and the players that play his coaching style, I think we're going to be dominant here in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Now, I said that I've been saying that for a long time. It's always next year. Well, hopefully next year is the year.
Yeah.
But how about
Well,
MTSU?
you keep saying that, and eventually you're going to be right.
Hey, it's self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, how about MTSU? If you're an MTSU fan, you no longer have a reason to stay out tailgating outside the stadium anymore. You can now go inside the stadium and drink beer. So are any more fans going to leave the tailgating area to come in and drink beer? Or are they just going to stay out there and drink beer some more, like normal?
I think they'll stay outside, and once the game starts, bring the party inside.
I think the beer sales at games make perfect sense. The alcohol's there anyway.
Right.
The people are carrying it in their pockets. They're doing whatever. There's alcohol in that stadium whether they like it or not.
Right.
And this way they get to control it a little better.
Right.
And for MTSU, I mean, you may have 14,000 in the stands and 8,000 out tailgating even during the game. Maybe that'll push some of the people here, because I'll tell you what, the team that's playing is pitiful to watch. You got to have some good way to have fun, right?
Very true.
But we all know that it's probably going to be the Alabama Crimson Tide again at the end of the season. So, I mean, I grew up here in Tennessee. I've never seen so many Alabama fans ever. I don't know if they're crossing the border or what they're doing, but you should pull for some kind of team in your own state,
Some
whether it's the
local
team
team,
that's
yeah.
local or
Local
team that's the state's team or somebody. But to pull for those guys down there, the only thing that good came out of I-65?
What's that?
The only thing that came out good out of Alabama is I-65.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I mean, that's it.
The way out, right?
The way out. Whether you're going to Florida to the beach or to Tennessee, I mean, you just get out of Alabama. So, we're the BS show. Brad, Shawn, we're with Century 21 Wright Realty. We really appreciate to take care of all your real estate dreams, and we're never too busy for your referrals. Call our office, 615-895-9710, 615-895-9710, and come back next week on Monday to watch the BS show once again. Thank you.
Thank you.